and welcome to the Chasing Goals Strength in Business podcast with your boy Nugget. Hope we're doing good out there. This podcast, we're just going to be talking through what I'm currently doing in regards to my training and what the goal is. What I'm trying to achieve through my training. So a little bit of a rundown. I've been doing fitness and that sort of thing, lifting weights, running, all that sort of thing for 13, 14 years now. It's always good to have a goal in mind. It gives you something to train for. You might get better results out of the gym if you have a goal rather than just going in and just going through the motions. So pretty well we're going to go for what the current goal is and what I'm looking to achieve. I haven't got a set date yet, but it will be sometime in October. And we'll just each week I'm going to come on here, go through the training week, how it's going. I'll get some footage of some of our training sessions. We'll watch some footage. I'll critique how we're going and how we're tracking to reach that goal. So the goal is we're chasing a 200 kilogram deadlift and a under 7 minute 2K run, which is about 1.2 or 1.3 mile run. So under 7 minutes. Why I'm doing this, I've played footy for a while. I'm currently not playing footy anymore, retired, old man life. So I wanted to make training exciting again. I've just been going through the motions. So I wanted to make our training exciting again and have a goal to reach. Sometime, hopefully in October, I will have a date for us next week. I haven't set a date. I've been chasing this goal for a while now, but obviously with footy, you get injuries, all that sort of thing. It gets a bit hard to do these sort of goals and this sort of training. So it's going to be good because during footy you might be just trying to maintain your level of strength. You might not be getting any better, but you're trying to maintain it. You're probably running with Tuesday training, Thursday training, and a Saturday game. You might be doing 40 to 45 Ks a week just there in running. You're getting bumps, getting bruises, so you're doing your strength training, but it's not doing well, and you're just trying to maintain what you've kind of created during your preseason. So we've got a bit of room to work with. Here's the current fitness levels. I thought we'd go through that now. Currently 94.8 kilos. So I'm 5'9", so 94.8 kilos isn't ideal to be as a starting rate. So that was with some clothes on, and it was in the afternoon. So we'll say 93 kilos, full naked, no clothes on in the morning. So 93 kilos. So I'm going to have to shave some weight off with the run. I know as soon as I start running, my heart rate gets to about 160 after about 4 steps. So going to have to get better at that. So we're going to have to lose a little bit of weight. And then I did a run the other day. My current 2K run was roughly, I think it was 8 minutes, 14 seconds. So we're going to have to shave off a minute 14 there in the run. It was, when I do the run, I'll probably go down to a track so that it would be a bit more favourable. So this was just around the suburbs. So obviously, you might be crossing over streets and that sort of thing. So that's going to cost you a little bit of time. But 8:14, so we've got a minute 14 to shave off there. And the deadlift is roughly, I haven't done a heavy deadlift for a while, but it's roughly about 180 kilos. As part of one of my sessions this week, I did a 3 by 150 3 times, I think it was. And that kind of moved reasonably easy. So I'd say 180 without snapping my back in half and getting all the form critiques out there. So I guess why I'm doing this, obviously I want to be fit, want to be healthy. It's always, I've PT'd for 10, 12 years, so it's always been a part of my life, but also something that hybrid kind of hybrid athlete type thing where, you want to be strong, but you also want to be like cardio vascular fit and endurance fit and that sort of thing. I think that's pretty cool. So that's why we're doing it. How are we going to achieve this? I guess, like, what are the keys to success to achieve this goal? I think with any sort of goal that we do, we want to be enjoying the process. So, obviously the end goal is that the sub 7 minute 2K'er, the 200 kilogram deadlift, but I want to enjoy the process, enjoy the training. I'll get some mates in, we'll train together, have fun during our training sessions. Otherwise, if it's boring and we're not enjoying it, we're not going to achieve our goals, or it's not going to be fun and we're not going to try and achieve more goals after this one. So trying to make it fun. I'll get some video recordings. As I said, I'll get some videos for next week. We'll chuck it up on the big screen. We'll critique it. We'll see how we're going. Halfway through, we'll test where we're at again. So that'll be around August. We'll test. So it's currently June at the moment, June 10th or 11th, whatever the date is. So we'll test halfway, see where we're at. And yeah, we'll just go from there. And of course, what else I'm going to need to, as I said, I don't think I can achieve a sub 7 minute 2K at 93 kilos. So I'm going to need to drop a little bit of weight. So just, I guess, a little bit of dieting, a little bit less alcohol. I don't mind having a few froths with some mates. So going to have to cut those a little bit. So we'll see how we go there. Obviously, I can't cut the diet too much if we're training twice a week. We still need, those carbohydrates. We still need these proteins. We need to fuel the body so we have good workouts. So we're going to have to do that. But so we've just got to keep an eye on our intake of the food and what foods we're eating. And now, just the current program of kind of how I've split my training up at the moment. So for the strength sessions, we've got 2 upper and 2 lower days in a split. So kind of Monday and Tuesday, it's just so legs on the Monday, upper body on the Tuesday. Wednesday, I have a rest day, and then Thursday lower body, Friday upper body. I'll go through a little bit of what that looks like. It's been about a week and a half since I've started. I've missed a couple of the first sessions, just with a few things that's been going on. I've been a little bit sick. So I'll add that Monday in as of next week. So I'll have a full 4 strength training in next week. So pretty well, I've broken it down into a heavy session on the Monday with the legs. So we're doing some heavy deads. And then we've got a couple of, so the deadlifts is the heavy lift of that day. So what do? We did 3 by 3 at 140 kilos. Hadn't lifted heavy for a while, so I just kind of eased into it. That lifted pretty well. This week round, we just did 3 by 3 at 150. Once again, moved pretty easy, so felt good. Did some drop jumps as we stand on the box, jump down, drop up. We'll go through some more in-depth stuff of the training next week, so I won't go through all of it. But pretty well, heavy legs on heavy day legs on a Monday. We've got a heavy set, and then we've got a lot of accessory work after that. So that was the Monday. On our Tuesday, that was probably the Thursday, we do a heavy upper body session. So just started off with some incline bench. I know I probably don't need 2 upper body sessions a week because I'm doing deadlifts and the goal is running and deadlift. So it's not like we're chasing the goal of bench press or that sort of thing. So, but I wanted to keep that 2 in there for now. And we'll see how we go. If I feel like that's kind of costing us a little bit, I'm still a little bit too heavy, we might have to cut back our but two is obviously not too bad. If I was doing 3 or 4, obviously that'd be too much. But I think 2 will be fine. But yeah, so as similar sort of thing, we got heavy sessions. So it's just a heavy incline bench with a bit of a neutral grip, and then the rest of it is just accessory work. And then the Friday session is more of like a speed day type thing. I'm going to have to kind of change it a little bit. The first week and a half, I've been doing some deep squats, but that they've been heavy as well. So, heavy for me. So that one was so if you know Ben Patrick, the knees over toes guy. So there's a lot of the stuff in here is kind of inspired by him. We've got like the Jefferson curl. Obviously, he didn't create these movements, but he's kind of brought them to the forefront of the fitness world. So we've got the Jefferson curl. We've got the foot wedge squats. So yeah, we're doing some heavy foot wedge squats on that as well. So I might change that to a speed squat, but we'll see how we're going. And then, there was just some more accessory work after that. But as I said, we'll go through some more in-depth stuff next week. This one is just to kind of get the goals, see where we're at, and kind of see where we're going. And then we're also inspired by that kind of 2 and 2 split, the West Side Barbell, Louis Simmons. I'm sure anyone who knows the powerlifting or who's an athlete or personal trainer, strength coach, heard of Louis Simmons. If you haven't, go look him up. He's got some unbelievable stuff. That's where I kind of really dove deep into the strength coach and like the coaching world and what could be achieved. Going from that bodybuilding type, for 3-4 years there, all I was doing was 3x8, 4x10, that sort of stuff. So inspired heavily by Louis Simmons and Ben Patrick, this program at the moment. And then our cardio, what we're going to try to do is 85 to 90% of our training in the zone 1 heart rate. So that's probably which is completely different to how I've trained before with like when you're ever doing footy training and that sort of thing. It's always high intensity sprints or 400s, repeat efforts, all that sort of thing. So this is just really slow, very low intensity, long runs. You want to get those runs roughly, or they say you want to get those runs above that 40 minutes to get those gains. So 85 to 90% of our training in the cardio will be this zone 1, so roughly 140 to 152 heart rate, trying to keep in between there as we run. So, and as I said, my heart rate just skyrockets as soon as I run. So I've got to work on my breathing whilst I'm running and trying to bring that heart rate down as I increase the pace. So I think at the moment I'm running about 6-minute Ks, maybe a tad even higher, 6:10, to keep my heart rate under that one, or in between that 140 and 152. So, hopefully we can bring that down a bit. Hopefully we can get to, your 530, 515 type thing, in the few months. So we'll see how that goes. And how we'll kind of break it down. Saturday, there'll be a big run. That'll be my biggest run of the week. We might get, 40. We'll start with 40 minutes and we'll work our way up to an hour 10, maybe even longer. We'll see how we're going. Wednesdays and potentially Mondays, I have a mate come in. So that's when we'll do our high intensity heart rate. So the 10 to 15% of the training at the real high intensity. I've got a stationary bike here at the gym. So I'll ride that once or twice a week. Same deal, that 85 to 90% zone 1 heart rate. And then I'll get a couple more runs in during the week, just depending on what the weather's like. Don't love running in the rain. So, that's kind of where we're at the moment. Looking forward to kind of getting into it and seeing what I can achieve. It's a pretty tough goal for me, especially I think the deadlift thing, like so the 200 kilogram deadlift is definitely, that's achievable for me. Like I think my PB might be 210. I'm pretty sure. So I know I can get to 200. It's just the 2K under 7 minutes is that'll be the tough one. So we'll have to really work on that, and we'll see how we're going over the next few weeks, the next month. I'll get some video of our sessions next week, and we'll critique where we're at and some form and why we're doing what we're doing, and we'll go from there. But there we have it. Session one, episode 1 of our, what are we calling it? We're calling it the Chasing Goals Strength in Business podcast. If anyone's listening who is a PT or a strength coach, I'd love to get you on as a guest to our show that we talk about our Strength in Business podcast, where we talk about their business, fitness, all that sort of stuff, your business. So if you send me a message or hit me up there, we can check our socials. But yeah, that's it for today, and we'll see you next week for episode 2. Looking forward to it.